Good morning, class 12th. This is our chapter number 12, linear programming. In this chapter, we are going to study about some industrial and commercial problems. Suppose a factory is there and this factory has limited number of machines and limited number of laborers. What it wants? It wants to increase its profit. That means to maximize its profit and minimize its cost. They don't want to purchase new machines and they don't want to assess new laborers for doing work. What they have to do, they want to manage their work within these work machines and these laborers. Like all the laborers can't do work for 24 hours. What they have to do? They have 8 to 10 hours to complete their job, to do their task. Okay, so with the limited machines, they have to complete the work within 15 days. So there are some restrictions. Which restrictions are? Limited number of machines are restriction. Limited number of laborers are the restrictions. And limited time. Okay, these kind of things which is limited for the factory and for us also, we are also facing these kind of problems in our daily life. Then sometimes we are having very less time to complete some task. So these are the restrictions, and these restrictions are called in this chapter linear programming constraints. Restrictions are called constraints in this chapter. And in this chapter, we are going to study about linear constraints. What is the meaning of the word linear? What is the meaning of the word linear? Linear means only one. Okay, whenever you are going to study about one, that means single. When a power of a variable is single, one, that is x raised to power 1, y raised to power 1, that means we are not writing power 1, we are not writing, no, we are writing only x and y. So this is called linear when we are studying only single variable. Okay, so this is linear programming. So linear constraints we are going to study means restrictions. These are restrictions. In first exercise, that is 12e. In this exercise, we are going to study about constraints. Here, constraints are basically based on linear inequalities. This you have studied. In class +1. I think you have studied this one chapter, linear inequalities, in class +1, where you were plotting the graphs. So here also we were firstly discussing inequalities. You have to convert these inequalities into equalities, then you have to draw the graph. Okay, so you can see here the definition of constraints. The inequation or equations, as you have seen in +1 class, that how to write, these were written with some signs less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, or equal to. Okay, the inequations means with the sign less than equal to and greater than equal to. Equations mean with the sign equal to. This is the main distinction between inequation and equations. Okay, in the variable of LPP, which describe the condition under which the optimization, that means maximize and minimize, like factories are maximize and minimizing their profit. If they want to maximize their profit or minimize their cost, there would be some restrictions. Okay, according to that restrictions, they have to do their work. So okay, according to this, they have to accomplish their work. So these are called constraints. And in journal LPP, these signs must be there with less than equal to, greater than equal to, or equals to. Okay, so this is the definition and what we are going to start about constraints. And one more restriction is there in LPP. This restriction is called non-negativity restriction. Non-negativity means which variables will be there in the LPP, like x, y, z, whatever constraints whatever variables we are using, that must be non-negative. Non-negative means greater than or equals to 0. Strictly positive. Okay, no negative number. That's why it is non-negativity restriction. So I am giving you some examples. First example. Draw the graph of the following LPP. That means some constraints are given. You have to draw it. This is a constraint, and these are also constraints, but they are non-negativity restrictions. No-negative constraints are x is greater than equals to 0 and y is greater than equals to 0. That means you need not to see, you know, 4 quadrants are there. This is the positive quadrant, totally positive quadrant. X-axis, y-axis. This is positive x-axis, positive y-axis. This is negative x-axis, negative. So these 3 quadrants are of negative signs. So this is only positive. So what we are going to plot, we will plot in this area only. So that's why it is non-negative restriction. Firstly, convert the given inequality into equality, that is linear equation or the straight line. Okay, so firstly you have to draw here. Firstly you have to convert your inequation is less than equals to 10, make it equals to 10. X is equals to, put in this equation x equals to 0, then you will get value of y. X equals to 0, value of y is 5. So your point is, as you know, always we are writing x first and then y in our ordered pair. So x0, y5. Now put y equals to 0, then you will get x is equals to 2. Now your B point is 2, 0. Now plot this point. This is 0, 5. 0, 5 will come. This is the graph. 0, x is equals to 0 and y equals to 5. 5 steps up you will move. So this is 0, 5 and 2, 0. 2 is here and 0 is here. 2, 0 is here on x-axis. So this is your straight line and this is your region which you were to restrict. So this is 5x plus 2y is equals to 10. This is your line, straight line. And as they were saying, your region should be less than equals to 10. So this is 10, this is strictly 10 and this is less than is equals to 10. This is a region. And this is greater than x-axis, this is greater than y-axis. So this is your bounded region. Okay.